Hello there, and a very warm welcome to Newcastle Walks Online. This is our very first walk, and we're starting in the heart of the city beside the monument to Charles Earl Grey. He achieved greatness by bringing about parliamentary reform in the 1830s, and this monument was erected in that honour. He was just one of the famous Newcastle men who went on to achieve greatness. So we're going to move off from this starting point to find the central arcade. The Central Arcade has entrances on Grey Street, Market Street and Granger Street. An original arcade was destroyed by fire in 1901 and rebuilt in 1906. Featuring Art Nouveau styling with beautiful tiled panels, balconies and alcoves, it's topped off with a barrel vaulted roof. The interior is a delight to the eye. Now it houses retail shops, a cafe and a musical emporium, JG Windows, where you can buy anything musical from a kazoo to a grand piano. We are leaving by the Market Street exit to make our way back to Grey Street and onto the Theatre Royal. Standing proudly on the corner of Grey Street, the Theatre Royal. It opened in 1837 and then opened again in 1901 after a fire destroyed the interior. Whilst being a state-of-the-art theatre with adjustable seating and a stage management system, it's also a Grade 1 listed building, and its exterior hasn't changed since the day it opened. So, leaving the Theatre Royal behind us, we turn right into High Bridge. A lovely old cobbled lane, and here we'll find independent clothes shops, several eating places and of course pubs. Tucked away on the left is High Bridge Square, and in the corner there's a narrow alleyway leading to the Old George, more on that later. On the corner of the square is the Duke of Wellington. Continuing along High Bridge and you'll find another long established pub, the Beehive, full of local characters. Turn left at the Beehive into the Cloth Market and you'll come upon a second entrance to the Old George. It's that same alleyway. It opens into a yard. Reputedly the oldest pub in Newcastle, circa 1600, pass by the Old George and you'll see the new Revolution de Cuba before heading on to St Nicholas's Cathedral, which you'll see just over the road. So here we are standing outside of St Nicholas's Cathedral, founded in 1091, about the same time as the Castle Keep. It was later destroyed by fire around about 1216 and rebuilt by 1350. There were additions made to it after that point, the most prominent being the Lantern Tower. It could be seen from all about the city around about that time. We're now going in search of a lesser known beastie, the Newcastle Vampire Rabbit, which is over 100 years old. It hides away in the back alleys, looking down on passers-by and feeding occasionally on stags and hens that frequent the town at weekends. Moving on, as we make our way to the castle, we pass Thomas Bewick, an engraver and natural history author, and yet another famous Geordie. He marks the beginning of a pleasant stroll along Amen Corner that runs by the side of the cathedral. A nice quiet little lane, appropriately named Amen Corner. We exit, we turn left and we head towards the Castle Keep. First pass by the Black Gate because we'll be coming back to it via the castle. The Romans established a military site here about 2,000 years ago. Hadrian's Wall required a bridge over the Tyne, but they chose their location very well because the Saxons and the Normans built here also. Robert Curthose, the son of William the Conqueror, put this castle together back in about 1080, and this new castle gave the city its name. This keep and the Black Gate is all that remains of the castle. Walk around the castle, which is said to be one of the most haunted in England, and you'll find yourself on the way to the Black Gate. This was a later addition to the castle and formed a fortified gatehouse. In the 1700s it became a house, but at ground level there are still points of interest. The guard rooms and the grooves where the portcullis would have been, and what little remains of the moat. Walking under the archway and past the guard rooms, we exit the Black Gate to the right and find ourselves back at the top of the side. Head down the side to the bottom of Dean Street, and on your right is Dogleap Stairs, which also leads directly down from a point near the Black Gate. At the junction of the side and Dean Street, we bear left and head up Dean Street back towards the monument. Oh, by the way, our walk number 2 starts off from this point. The quayside is just 5 minutes down that way to your right. So if you're feeling fit, go for it, or stick with the plan. Turn left, head directly up Dean Street, and you cross the lights, and we're back in Grey Street. Go to the monument, and we're back where we started. We've crossed over from Dean Street into Grey Street, a name which I hope you remember because it's where we started. And if we continue up Grey Street, designed by John Dobson, and a wonderful job he made too, you'll see there's Grey's monument. So here we are at the conclusion of our walk. You can see Grey's monument behind me. I hope you found it interesting and informative, but we've really only scratched the surface of Newcastle's historic past. So there we have it. Tell your friends, like us on Facebook, and bye for now.